Jeff Skinner going to be able to go?
He should be, yeah. No, he left. I told you yesterday he left, and we wanted to get some imaging. All that came back very good, so we're in a good place with him, and I would imagine he'll be ready to go.
So you're going to go with the same lineup, or do you have any changes at all?
I expect the same lineup. We'll wait till we go through warmups to confirm it, but yeah, I would expect the same lineup.
How about this Florida team? Last time you got shots on them for definitely. I think it was 45 or more, but you weren't able to break through. How can you maybe match the shots, but break through and get a couple of goals on them?
Yeah, not so worried about matching the shots, but the goals would be you're right on. So. It's nice to have film. It's nice to have familiarity. It's a different game. It's a different atmosphere. I would expect them to be dramatically different, especially at the drop of the puck. I would expect them to be very, very aggressive, very assertive, very physical, and it should be a much different game.
Different goalie too.
Yeah, a different goalie. That's a good point.
Your recent matchups against the Panthers, tight games, the implications were pretty high in some of them. Has that added to maybe the feeling going into these matchups that your group maybe is some extra motivation to beat this team?
I don't know if it's beat this team. I don't know. It's play with an edge. Play with an edge. Play a little pissed off. I felt the other night Carolina, a very good example, another comparable team to this team. We played well. We generated chances, but it wasn't till we fell behind 2-1 where our guys really you got the competitive juices hit a high, and they were pissed off, and I love that response. It was the best we played in the game. I thought we had a good game to that point, but we need to play that way. You have to respect the game. You respect your opponent every night, but you can't give too much respect. And Carolina's a heck of a hockey team. This is too, and you just can't give them too much respect.
What's the challenge of having that emotion at the start of the game and to try to, I guess, play your game right off the drop, and dictate the terms rather than, maybe hesitation, tentativeness, however you want to put it?
Yeah, I don't worry about hesitation or tentativeness, but there's 82 games. It's a marathon. So, you every energy you give, you're going to have to replenish it. So I think every team in the National Hockey League that plays 82, we all play 82 games. You want to win efficiently. You want to expend as little energy as you have to, knowing you play again the other night. And the higher tempo you play, the more bumps and bruises and physicality there is in a game, the more you're going to feel it the next day. So there's 82 games in this league. I think every team, has to pace themselves and pick their spots. But that said, you go out each night and you don't know where the bar's set. One team is probably going to set it, and you're going to have to get there. But both teams, again, there's going to be repercussions. You play super hard, you're going to be super sore the next day, and it's just the way hockey's played. So, every night it's a different element, and you don't know until the puck drops to see where you're at, where they're at, and that's just the way. It's the excitement of what happens, I guess.
How much have you started to feel the urgency from the whole group in the last couple of weeks?
The urgency
in general, just the desperation with where you guys are at in the standings, and just on a nightly basis, seeing it a little more consistently.
Out of our group, you mean? Urgency out of our group? Yeah, it's something that, I've used that word for quite often through the course of the year, that we need more urgency coming from within. Through the course of the year, we've been exceptional at urgency being forced upon us, having a bad loss, and then turning around and winning a game that nobody expected us to win the next night because of how unfortunate we looked. We needed to work on that urgency coming from within, and I think that's happened quite often, quite recently, really the last month. We've been real good at that, and from defending on out, and it's part of growth, it's part of maturity, it's part of gaining experience, and it's nice to see that our guys are doing that.
You got Power back the last game. We know what he brings to your penalty kill, but is one of the biggest things too is how quickly and accurately he gets you out of the zone.
He's incredible, incredible athlete and hockey player, and very, very poised. His numbers are. Look up his numbers offensively with the puck. What he does with the puck is elite in this league. So very nice to have him back.